Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dami if you are seeing my face for the very first time, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for always coming back. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new, please ensure you do subscribe before you leave today. I put out amazing content about our life in Australia and lifestyle vlogs generally. Anyways, let's get into today. Today's video. So yeah, welcome. Today I'm going to be I just enjoy chit-chatting, so I want to share my experience of being the only black woman, or let's say, yeah, I would say the only black woman, black skinned girl in the office, and then what my experience was like in corporate world Australia and my experience so far. And yeah, basically I'm just making this video to encourage somebody that might be in my shoes. Is something I did not think of when I was coming in. It's something I did not get a background of. Most people and I think maybe my mindset as well played games with me, because I was feeling like I had friends who were working in the UK and had other like Africans, black people in their offices. So maybe that was the mindset I was coming in with. But alas, it wasn't so. So yeah, let's get into the details. So the whole issue, not an issue, but it all started the first day I joined the office. And then I got in, I don't know, it's just mentally, I was scouting for someone who looks like me. In Yoruba they'll say enter foju jora, you know what I mean. So someone who looks like me, maybe, oh, this person might be approachable, I might be able to talk to this person. And sincerely, there was nobody. Like, there was literally nobody. And in our office they have like on the information board they have the pictures of everybody with their names, and I checked, literally no one, like no female. So there was someone who had interviewed me at the time, so he was black as well. So yeah, I knew that person, but obviously not from my part of the country where I'm coming from. So I think that clouded my judgment, with the fact that the first day I got in, there's someone who had reached out to me before I joined. I believe I joined and was meant to guide me on certain things, and she was like, hey, I'll see you when you come around, which I was looking forward to, because I felt that was the person who I could go to with all my questions, you know, the teething problem I have settling in finally. So what happened was, she had sent me a mail to say I'll see you, and the first week I resumed, she said, hey, I'm currently not around, I will see you later, you know, that kind of chit chat. And later on I realized that there was a day I was talking to someone in the office, and this person had passed, and she literally did not say hello to me. Like, this to show you how much your mind can play with you sometimes. So she didn't say hello to me, and then I was like, this person. But and then I asked I knew her because somebody mentioned her name. So I confirmed from the person who was with me, like, hey, you mentioned this person's name is so and so. Is this her surname? Because I already registered it that this person would be guiding me around the office. And she's like, oh yeah, that's the name, like that's her surname. I'm like, am I so insignificant that this person did not know I am? Like, this is me. One, because when you join our office for the first time, they usually send a mail around to say, hey, these are the new joiners. If you see them around, smile to them, laugh with them. I knew that because I saw the mail for myself. I don't even know, like, I sure knew that they sent a mail with my picture, and this person did not say hello to me. So that was just the beginning of my problem, because I kept saying, maybe this person didn't like me, maybe they, you know, like a lot of things that I running through my mind. I overthink everything sometimes, so it's crazy, but unfortunately that's how my brain works. So, but yeah, what I wanted to just say with that particular story is the fact that this person is one of the nicest people I've had to have a relationship with since I got into corporate Australia, and I'm so grateful for this person. I am happy that I did not allow that one event overcloud my judgment about her. You know, it did for a second, but immediately we started building a relationship. I really appreciate all she has done for me so far. But anyway, there was nothing I could have done to say, hey, on the first day you didn't say hello to me, da 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 da. But then later I realized that she was actually under pressure for certain deliverables at that time. So obviously she might have seen me and thought, oh, this is the dummy I'm meant to guide or do something with. But then again, she had other press, and now I understand that because I'm in that same shoes myself. I'm literally meant to be working with someone very soon. The person had just joined, and the person was saying hello to me. I did say hello, actually. I did say hello first, but maybe my mindset upon joining that day was, hey, this person should have said hello to me and then like have a quick chat. But now I'm so busy that I could not even have a chit chat with this other person recently, like, you know, based on experience. So it's not a matter of, to end this point, is it's not a matter of your color. Sometimes people are just busy, sometimes oversights. So when you come in, don't allow the fact that maybe you might be the only black woman just like I was, or anything to cloud your judgment on the basis. Don't use that as a basis. Another thing is, Australia, I've said it I think a couple of times as well, Australia is a very multicultural country. So I was not literally like just the only black woman. There were people from different countries as well. So it was not as intimidating if I got in there and everyone they were all from Australia and I was just the like outcast kind of in that group. It might have bothered me more. But because there are people there from different, when I joined, I think we were about 7 of us that joined on the same day, and no 2 persons were from the same country. So that kind of gave me a bit of a relief to say, okay, I don't think I'm in the wrong place. At the end of the day, I'm just representing this part of the world, which was good, right? So yeah, that's one lesson I learned. So another point is the fact that let's not lie, let's not try to sugarcoat it. The thought of your color will always cross your mind. I don't know, maybe I overthink things, but it will almost make you sometimes feel like a second-class citizen. It will cross your mind, but don't let it overshadow your thoughts, your judgments. You're human, it will come, but then you have to manage it. Yes, I think that's the word. You have to consciously ensure you manage that thought properly so it doesn't overshadow whatever you're doing and your experience, your overall experience. As stupid and crazy as it may sound, there's something called language barrier. I'm sure people that are in Nigeria will be like, huh? Language barrier, things we learn in English, things we understand as if at least I'm speaking the small grammar I can speak. But yeah, language barrier will be a big challenge. I know that when I came in newly, people used to say like this thing, it hurts me a lot. I will not lie. I do it to people and people do it to me sometimes. So there are certain people who have accents that are difficult, like they're literally speaking English as well, and they have accent and it's so difficult to understand what they are saying. And the same applies to me as well. So to certain people, they feel I have an accent that is so hard to understand. I work with someone in particular I would never forget, and at the end of the job, this person literally sent me a message and said, not at the end of the job, there was a deliverable we're trying to like both work on, and then she's not in the same state with me, and then she sent me a mail and like, oh, it's so difficult to understand what you're saying most times. This particular one drained my blood. It drained me so much because I felt so bad. So like, this process is not easy, I'll not even lie. Like, there's no place like home. Leaving your comfort zone, you have to pay the price. So this lady gave me a tough time, I would not lie. She literally would not understand anything I'm saying. I remember I would go to my friend that time, Neha. I would go to her and explain to her and say, hey, can I explain something to you? And then explain the scenario, what I was trying to explain to this other person. And then I would explain to her, do you understand? She's like, yeah, I get it. And then she would literally tell me what I've said. And I'm like, yeah, but I told this person I'm working with. And she said, like, she keeps saying, I don't understand you. But yeah, so the language barrier is there. It is. But what I would say again on this one is you have to consciously maybe be outspoken about it. If there's someone who is giving you that type of challenge, I don't know what the setting is, where have like in the job you find yourself, make sure you like speak out. Yeah, that's what I would say about this one. If someone who, if you see, there are particular people who would, I don't know, maybe they are doing it on purpose just to annoy you. I don't know, but just speak up if you're having challenge with people who keep saying like, I don't know. It sounds funny, but then it was not funny because I feel I've outgrown it. Because I remember I was telling someone as well this last week and saying, oh, I'm actually interested in doing something in my office, but then again I'm wondering, up when I'm now talking about this thing, people will not be saying because sometimes I feel like, just the way I feel like I'm so clear, I'm speaking English, my English is clear, there's no phonetics, I'm speaking the basic English. So that's the way I feel like some other people, when they're talking to me and I'm saying, yes, pardon, can you come again, would feel. So yeah, as crazy as it may sound, there's language barrier. People will not understand you. They feel we have an accent and you might have to repeat yourself a couple of times for people to understand you. Sometimes you might be losing your patience. Just be calm, you'll get over it. I've not gotten over it even in 3 years, but I have faith I'll get over it one day. And I feel like it has hindered me speaking publicly a lot, I will not lie. So my YouTube is where you see me talking the most in my life. When I'm just quiet. Like when I'm in the office, I'm just quiet. I prefer to, like, maybe after the meeting or at the end of it, just send the mail. It's still a work in progress for me. I'm trying to get better at it. So just send a mail to communicate my opinion of something if I feel it's something important I need to hear out. But aside that, yeah, that's another point. Language barrier. Next is upbringing. So this one is a serious one. The way the people, like, and I don't think it's just in Australia. So in the Western world, people are trained, like people bring up their children to speak up. Whereas from the part of the world we are coming from, we are brought up to respect elders, which in quotes envelopes keep quiet when an elder person is talking. People can easily shut you up and things like that. So you would find people talk over you sometimes, not because they want to be rude. I've just realized that thing, you know sometimes when someone talks over you, even as your mate, you feel they're rude. Here people talk over each other a lot. And it's not to hurt you or anything. I feel that's the way they were brought up. And they speak up. Apart from even talking over each other, they speak up a lot. If people have issues, they speak up. Where I'm from, I feel like we learn to, maybe because we're trying to manage relationship, we don't speak up when we have issues. We don't just speak up, and it starts making people question your confidence. It makes them question a whole lot of things about you. So yeah, it's just people here are they are brought up to speak up. They are confident. You cannot just brush them. They can't be brushed over, and if there's any issue, speak up as the issue is happening. Don't pile things up and then burst out in one day. It speaks volume. Like, they appreciate people with confidence. And I know that there's some level of career you can get to if you don't work on that aspect of yourself. This, I'm literally talking to myself. So yeah, you have to be confident. If you have to, I don't know what you do to get it all, because I myself, I'm still a work in progress. So yeah, you'll see that children here are very confident. They hear their opinions. They don't filter. They don't filter. That's just the word. They don't filter. They say it the way it is. If you like it, if you don't like it, like they've said what they want to say. Period. Speed. Oh, goodness Lord. This is the one that struck me the most when I got here. People have speed. People here are very fast. People here, I don't know. It's like, oh God, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, maybe they are not in my generation. But some of them are in my generation, but they are very, very fast. They are very, very fast. So, speed. They are just so fast. I can't wrap my head around it sometimes. So, it took a while for me to get up to speed. I don't know, 3 years, am I there yet? I think I'm there. I'm there. Like with that one, I think I did catch up over time, and I think I'm at a good place, you know. But people are very fast. You realize that they can give all of us the same work to do, and people are sending in their deliverables way before you, like almost 6 hours ahead of you. People are able to revert on their deliverables and you're still working on it. So with speed, sometimes, because I work with Excel a lot, I won't say that it's English or me trying to check my grammar. I'm working with numbers, so I don't even know. Maybe in writing memos, yeah, I know people here, and it feels like it's things they've been doing from when they were younger. It's just the upbringing generally, like it's the way they were brought up. Some of those things are things they're familiar with from a very early age. Here you are, and then also with advancement and like different generations as well. Here you see kids. My son is in, what class is he? He's in year 2, which is equivalent to primary 2 in Nigeria. Primary 2. Primary 2 in Nigeria. They're already using iPad in class. They're already, you know, before you know it, they're in secondary school and they start like using laptop, and they have homework they have to deliver via online. Like they're just very fast with Excel and all of this other equipment than someone like myself that had to learn some of these things when I started working. Yeah, I used my laptop when I was in uni. I even did a few New Horizon course and things like that, but then again, not at the level at which they use them. So some of the people that I work with now, these younger generations, I will see them working in Excel and they know all of this, and maybe they just grab things faster than I do. I don't know if it's my age or anything, but I just realized that one thing I've noticed that people here are very fast, and it might take a while for you to catch up, but trust me, you will get there. It might take a while, and personal development is also very important as much as you're seeing things in the office. So you have to like personally commit yourself, create time to learn some of these things so that you can catch up to speed with them. Finally, is gaining trust. At the end of it all, best believe that it is hard to build trust. It will take time, but it is worth gaining this trust at the onset. So what do I mean? At the beginning, no one would believe in you. Let's just take it as it is. Be it a woman of color or a woman, like even the fact that you're a person of color now makes it a whole different ball game altogether. So it is hard to build trust. Let me share a very interesting story and experience I had personally. So I remember when I came in on the first assignment I had, I was working with a particular finance manager, and I remember like I was just doing my job. I felt, let me tell you something, the first feeling I feel about most people when they are not smiling or chit-chatting with me is they don't like me, and I run with it. But I run with it in the sense that I try to prove and deliver. I don't try to have like a resentment towards them. So this particular person, finance manager, I knew he did not like me asking him questions, but then again, my work has to be done. So what I do is, and I know where I'm coming from, I know what I want to achieve, I didn't care. It didn't bother me. It bothers me, but let me tell you, the borderline of my bother is to tell my husband when I get home and he's like, oh, it's going to be fine, don't worry, just do your work, put in your best, and you know, all those good stuff. So that's the borderline of my bother. After that, once I get into the office, I don't have any bother again. My only bother when I get into the office is I want to get my work done, I want to impress everybody, and I put in my 100 when I get to work. So I knew he didn't like first like me, and then luckily for him one day, luckily for me, unfortunately for him, there was one day we were chit-chatting and he was like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, this is where I'm from. Like, and you're an auditor. Are there not farmers in your country? Like, are they, like, what company, if you're saying you have this amount of years of experience, what were you auditing? Are they not all farmers? How are you able to audit a production company? Have you audited this line, like all these things before? I'm like, what do you mean? My office, where I'm coming from in Lagos, is even has a bigger capacity. It's a bigger office. It's a bigger firm than the Brisbane office. You know what I mean? And he was like, huh? I'm like, yep. And no, they are not all farmers. I've worked, and luckily for me, oh no, I can't mention the name of this entity. One of my clients in Lagos was a supplier to them here in Australia. how interesting. I'm like, hey, do you know the company that supplies you this outside there was my clients back in Lagos? So those are the kind of company I've been auditing, global entities, before I came to Australia. So no, we are not all farmers. And I made my point. Obviously, he left it in his left palm and say, okay, let's see what you're about to offer. With this particular client, at that point in time, I knew there was a lot to prove, and for him to just trust me and believe in me. And believe you me, it did not take me so much time to let him know I know what I'm doing, and I'm not a brushover. And I made this point respectfully, not that we are fighting. After 2 years of working with him, this particular finance manager, after 2 years of working with him, he was resigning from this company I was auditing. And then he literally sent a mail to me and said, hey Dami, it's been nice working with you for the past 2 years on this entity's audits. I have now moved to the CFO of another company. It's just because it's a private company message I can't share for confidentiality purpose. And he said, have now moved to this new entity, and I'll make sure I put your firm forward to audit this new entity just because of you. So imagine where we started off. If I had a resentment towards him, I don't respond to his mails on time, or was just lackadaisical, thinking about the fact that this person does not like me, it would have destroyed like the relationship we eventually built. Imagine me, who he thought, are there not all farmers in Nigeria? So what do you know you want to do here? And I'm like, I had to prove to him that there's something beyond farming in Nigeria. I've never even audited any agricultural clients for the life of me. I worked in Nigeria for 6 years. Yeah, I can't remember ever auditing an agricultural client. I can't remember if I'm mistaken, I don't know. But then from the top of my head right now, I have never audited an agricultural business or whatsoever. So anyway, that's just it. It takes time to build trust, and the challenge with building trust is the fact that once you're not able to build that trust in a short time, and this was an advice someone gave me and I left in my left palm. I'm so grateful to him. He gave me this advice. I'm like, see, some of those people, first impression last forever with them. So by the time you work with them and you mess things up, they will not want to work with you again. So you have to ensure that in this first year, put in your best. And I think this is what I've told to a lot of people who have joined and reach out to me is, see, it's not enough just coming in. These first few years, you need to put in your best to gain trust. So I think that trust is very key. So at this point, 3 years, I know people I'm working with. I have my own portfolio, and I've built important relationships based on trust, of course, that people can trust me to say, hey Dami, wrong with this project, and just give me feedback. At the beginning points when they give me a project, they will keep checking on me. Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you done this? I remember one of my supervisors once sent me a mail to just at the end of a project and said, Dami, thank you so much. You're someone who I can trust. And I think this reflected in most of my feedbacks in the first 2 years when I came. Obviously, we've moved beyond the stage of, oh, can I trust this girl with my work? People trust me, they can give me their work to do. So yeah, I think those are the main things I just wanted to touch on. It is important. Don't let your color, it would mess with your head, trust me. But another thing is, get people you can always talk to. Get people, it will keep saying, is this person, like, it will just mess with you. You would think that whatever they're doing to you is because you're this person of color, is because you're from this race or whatsoever. Put all of this behind you. It's good to think about it. You are only human, so it's normal. I won't say it's abnormal, but don't let it cloud your judgments, and don't be resentful about it. What I do is I come home, I tell my husband, my husband is like, you're high on the goal. We had the goal. You know what I mean? Like, we are here for a purpose. We had the goal, just your eyes on the goal. So I had the good support system as well. My husband, like, he never for once say, oh, like, we are consciously not make racism a topic that we dwell on, because some of these things, the more you say them, the more you start thinking deep and bringing up issues. Oh, this person, I think this person was trying to be racist. We've made it a topic of, let's just ignore it. And our mindset is, people back home, sometimes they don't like you. I have people in my office that did not like me for reason best known to them. You know what I mean? So if there's somebody here that does not like me, you just don't like me because of who I am, not because of my color. So I've just left it at that point, and that rest of mind. So I am not thinking racism. I'm just thinking, oh, this person does not like me. Okay, so maybe it's just like this Taye over there that did not like me. So I keep it going. And yeah, I think I've had a wonderful, beautiful experience. I think again, I've been lucky to work with amazing people, wonderful people who have supported me. This person who I thought did not greet me on my first day that saw me now is the best thing that happened to me since I moved to Australia. Career wise, she has been amazing. She's been supportive. Anyway, with that said, I hope you've learned 1 or 2 lessons, and I wish everyone the best. It's not easy, I will not lie. There are days I think like, gosh, why am I? And now I'm no more the only now I'm no more the only black woman. I have an amazing colleague now, and yeah, like life is just good. Before she came, I was good. Now she's here, is amazing. It's not even like we're buddies, or like we're buddies official wise, we're buddies officially, but then again, it's not like we are not best of friends, like saying we are not chummy. So you know what I mean. So she's even living her best life. She has lots of friends, and she's just mixing with everybody. She didn't set herself aside or anything to have. She didn't allow anything of such to cloud her judgments or deter a relationship with people. But anyway, enough of talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you're working in Australia, what your experiences has been like, if you've been working here. And yeah, I'm open to learning as well. Please advise me if there's anything you think I can do better just to survive in this environment. Sometimes I feel lost, I will not lie, but what can I do? This is where I found myself, so I'm just trying to adjust every day, and I'm open to learning. So if there's anything you think that can help me, please drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.